to A-1 Conversations. Welcome to A-1 Conversations with Joe Little, the third of the Rude Boys, and it's written all over your face. Real talk, real life, real stories. Welcome to A-1 Conversation. Yeah, let's talk about it. Conversation. Yeah. A-1 Conversations. Where the truth meets elevation. Every story, every voice, every heart in rotation. We rise to revelation. Oh,
Yo, what's up? This is Joe Little III, a.k.a. Joey Beans, lead singer of 90s R&B group Rude Boys, most known for the song Written All Over Your Face. Check it out. Welcome to A1 Conversations, and I'm sitting down with someone whose story is just in the beginning, but his discipline already separates him from most of the boxers that's out there. At just 21 years old, Abdullah Mason is the youngest active world title holder in the lightweight division. But what stands out the most to me, y'all, is that it just isn't the belts. It's the calm that this young man has, it's the focus, and it's the way that he carries himself, like someone who understands the long game. I want to introduce to you one of the greatest that's in the business right now, Abdullah Mason. What's up, man?
What's going on? Thank you for having me on.
So, man, I'm just really excited to have you here with me today, man. I've been watching you since you was yay high. I've been knowing your father for some years, a real good friend of mine. But I'm very happy to have you here on this show today. And I just want to ask you, how does it feel to be the youngest title holder right now in the world?
It feels great. For me, it's something I felt like I could do. You know, way before as an amateur, I felt like I could become a world champion, you know, the youngest world champion, and it's a goal that I accomplished. So it's a solidification that whatever I work towards and whatever I put my mind towards, you know, with the right environment, you know, we could accomplish those goals that we set down.
That's good, man. I like that. Now, seeing you and your dad and your brothers at the court side of the Cavs game, man, it sent you a nice jacket, gave you the crystal ball, looking good, and you were happy, man. How did it feel to represent in front of your hometown, Cleveland, Ohio, where we from, which we love our city? How did it feel to be courtside and right there, you know, watching the Cavs game?
It felt great. You know, it's not just me that's excited about everything that we're doing, but you know, everybody. You know, you see the Cavs inviting me out. You know, everybody. You know, the city of Cleveland been watching me coming up, and the Browns shouted me out before my last fight. So everybody's excited for what's to come, and you know, just being there, you know, made me think when I come in the arena, the Rocket Arena, how I'm gonna sell it out. You know, inshallah, with my brothers in there. You know, and that's another goal that I have on mind. You know, when I come and have a hometown fight, I want the whole city to come out. I want them to be just as excited as I am.
That's good, man. I love that. So what's something people might be surprised that they don't know about you?
That's something that you might have to spin back around on that question. That's it's not too much that I would say outside of boxing right now that they would be surprised to know. You know, I'm just just like them, but I feel like I got a great environment around me. You know, my father and my brothers that help me stay focused in boxing. So I wouldn't say that's a surprise for them to know because they know I've come up with my family. But I say that's something that they should take heed to. You know, just making sure you keep yourself in the right environment.
Okay. Cool. So, what makes you love boxing so much?
Boxing is a sport that teaches, just discipline and consistency. You know, so what I love about it is the results you get when you put in those hours. You can see whatever little thing you do is going to show up. So that's what I love about it. You know, whatever I do, and if I want to see it, I know how to make it show up. You know, you got to do more of that, and you step in the ring, it's going to show up.
It shows up, buddy.
Yeah.
It shows up, and I just want you to keep showing, making it show. By the way, what's your favorite part of training?
My favorite part of training, man, I would say it's kind of the same thing. You know, just doing something so much that it comes natural. You know, it becomes natural, and just being inside the gym with my brothers, we all bouncing off of each other. You know, and our father, guiding us all inside of the gym. You know, that's a good feeling to have because we all going along the journey together.
Yeah. So I know when I used to box for East Cleveland Powell up under Johnny Duncan, man, I was pretty good. I won a couple Golden Gloves, AAU, National Pal. I boxed from when I was like 9 to 18. But road work, road work used to be crazy, man.
Sure.
I used to not like it. That's probably why I ain't do as well as I could have. But I used to take breaks on that. But that's good that you love every aspect of training. You love the game of boxing. And, you know, I always hear LeBron James say, man, it's going to give you what you put into it.
For sure.
So just keep that up. So now this is what's your, before your fight, the day of the fight, what type of meal do you eat? And then tell me what type of meal do you have after the fight?
Before the fight, it's still you know, lock in time. You know, you still locked in, so you can't go crazy on nothing. Just rehydrate and make sure you eating healthy. You know, putting everything back on, you know, in a good way. But it's no specific meal.
Okay.
I got.
Okay. Not even after, I know you hungry.
You know, after, you know, I think everybody know by now. I like to eat my ice cream and cookies sometimes.
There
You know,
you
that's
go.
how I be. You know, I got a sweet
What
tooth
kind
for
of
that.
cookies you like?
Chocolate chip.
Yeah, I like Oreo
I go
and
crazy on
oatmeal
them.
raisin in my favorite with some almond milk.
Yeah.
Some oatmeal. I'd be dipping it.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't gain so much weight, y'all, you know. So what's the first thing you did after you won the belt?
First thing I did after I won the belt, when I got home, you know, we just getting everything in order. You know, like I said, everybody's excited, just like me and my family is. You know, just for what's to come next. But it was a lot of congratulations and, you know, a lot of you know, support coming from my extended family. You know, the city. So we just been going out a little bit and, you know, seeing the people that's been, you know, supporting me for a while.
Yeah. So what has boxing taught you about yourself?
Boxing is, I would say one thing for sure is, you know, with any, I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like with top athletes, they could perform well under certain pressures, and that's something that you have to be able to do, you know, to be able to adjust under certain, you know, circumstances and get through certain things, and I would say that's something that boxing has taught me. You know, I feel like I already knew that, but, you know, just to still feel comfortable in certain pressures, you know, is something that is good to know that you could do.
And how important is it for you to have your brothers and your pops around you? What does that do for you?
I would say it's a balance. It's a balance, you know, in everything, you know, not just boxing, but, you know, inside and outside the ring. You know, it creates a balance, you know, and just to be able to communicate with them and them giving me, you know, what I need to push forward, and then us all bouncing off of each other. You know, it definitely gives a balance.
Do you have any hobbies other than just boxing?
Right
What's
now,
your favorite sport other than
my favorite
boxing?
sport
I
other
know
than
boxing is, because it's still mine by being a former boxer, a pugilist. That'll always be my love. But what other sports do you like?
Right now it's just boxing. It's
Yeah.
just Every
I like
time
that.
somebody asks me that question, I can't put my head around with something else that I like the most besides this. So it's just gonna be boxing for a while, I believe.
That's good,
Yeah,
man.
it's gonna be boxing for a long while.
And so, with all what goes on, like when you preparing for the fight and all the hype and the different stuff, how do you find a place to relax? How does that work for you?
Man, just rehearsing in my head, thinking about what's gonna come inside the ring, you know, visioning that fight night, you know, seeing everything, seeing the punches, you know, seeing my opponent in front of me, you know, that definitely helps you relax, you know, and one thing for sure is the training. You know, the preparation helps you stay the most relaxed as you can be. You know, if you don't prepare right, you're not gonna be relaxed at all. So you prepare right, then you could be as relaxed as you can be. You know, mentally knowing that once you step in there, you're gonna get the job done how you feel like you could do it.
I'm about to hit you with one now. Top 5 boxers.
Top 5
You know,
boxers.
of history, all around. From who's your top 5?
Top 5.
I'm gonna give you my top 5 after that.
I don't got a top 5 list, but I do got some that I watched from, you know, back then. You know, I think before we started boxing, you know, the only people we kind of watched, our father, you know, had us watch a little bit was like Muhammad Ali, you know, the Sugar Rays. You know, I love the Sugar Rays. They both, You know, a lot of them inside the ring. And Muhammad Ali, you know, he that guy.
Man, listen, Muhammad Ali is the greatest. I love him so much. You see, I wore the shirt that one of my Muslim brothers made for me in Philly, and I cherish this shirt. I've had it for some years. Had the shirt for about 10 years. This is my first time wearing it. So I thought that this would be a great day to wear it, and I'm glad that he's one of your favorite. But I would tell you, Sugar Ray is, dude,
Which one?
a warrior.
Which one?
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Leonard. Okay, yeah.
That's what you talking about. Or you
Yeah, I was
talking
talking
about
about
Sugar Ray
both.
Robinson?
Both.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can take
Both.
true warriors, man. Sugar Ray, just to be such a pretty boy with a pretty smile, he was a savage.
Yeah.
He's a savage, and I'm not gonna lie, man. A lot of you reminds me somewhat of a Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
But one thing about him, he's disciplined, and just in the heat of the moment when the storm come, because he done been in some hell of a fights, but he just knows how to keep calm. He knows how to bring it back, man. And your last fight that I watched kind of reminded me like how you had to really pull through and show resilience, which, man, you really showed me a lot in that fight, man. I watched you grow in that fight, and I'm looking forward to watching you further grow. So before we wrap up, we're going to wrap it up. What would you tell other young fighters that's interested in getting to the fight game? Because you got a lot of young boxers that's looking up at you now, looking up to you now.
Yeah, just consistency and environment. And when I say environment, it's like you see something that's good for you as far as, you know, people that's going to push you or whatever it is, something that's good for you in any sense. You know, keep that around you and stay consistent with whatever you're doing, you know. And whatever it is, the results going to show up over time. You know, just keep the right environment because that's what's going to, you know, take you wherever you need to go.
Okay, it's the last question. You ready?
Yeah.
You're going to make you think a little bit. When you look in the mirror and you look at yourself, what do you see?
I mean, I just see myself, you know, the guy that my parents raised.
Amazing, man. That's good. Well, you know, Abdullah, man, I thank you so much, man, for doing this interview. I thank your father for allowing you to come and be a part of this, man. And I'm truly thankful. And I look forward to seeing you in our arena here at Cleveland, selling it out. You know who you are. Know what your assignments and purposes are in life, man. And you are endeavoring in your assignments and your purposes, and just always believe in yourself, and don't let anybody ever knock you off your square or try to push you and place you in another place. Sure. I know your father and your brothers, which I love to see, y'all camaraderie is going to surround you and protect you, and Allah will continue to protect you through all your endeavors, man. So much love to you, bro.
Absolutely. Thank you, big bro.
Y'all give it up for Abdullah Mason, y'all.
Make sure you follow me at Abdullah Mason on social media, on Instagram, ABDULLAHMASON. And stay tuned. You know, me and my brothers are going to get busy posting on YouTube and different social media, so make sure y'all stay tuned to that.
Welcome to A-1 Conversation. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Conversation. Yeah. A-1 Conversations. Where the truth meets elevation. Every story, every voice, every heart in rotation. We rise to revelation. Oh.